Sounds good. All right, I'll check in with you. Like I said, I'll be on the bus for 6 hours then. Starting at 2 o'clock, 2:30. Like 10 miles from the Canadian border here.
All right, good morning. We're live here in Roseau for the final game of the Roseau Tournament championship game. Edina White versus Detroit Lakes. On the call, Mr. John Cameron with me today.
Well, we've already got a Forest Lake player down in the corner here during warm-ups. Not sure what's going on there. Must have got hit by a shot or something. Players are calling the coaches out, trying to get him up. Well, he's up now. All right, yeah, so this is the 2022 Roseau PWB1 tournament. We're here at the historic Memorial Stadium where the Roseau Rams play. They're a top 5 team in the state, their high school team. Just a great history and tradition of hockey here at Roseau. And one of those great traditions is Roseau Ricky, who's with us on the call today, going to help spot. Roseau Ricky's been going in and giving the guys his pointers. Roseau Ricky, would you like to share some of your pointers with us?
Play like Roseau Ricky.
Play like Roseau Ricky.
Take care of business.
Take care of business.
Be a scoring machine.
Be a scoring machine. I love it. Any more? That's it from Roseau Ricky.
One note, I have the wrong graphic up actually. I've got the wrong team. So just so everybody knows, we're playing Forest Lake. I haven't updated. I've got Detroit Lakes on my screen. So well, a little.
All right.
It is Forest Lake.
Yep.
We got some folks here chiming in on the group me. That might be what they're chiming in on.
It is Forest Lake,
yep,
not Detroit
Forest Lake.
I apologize for that. So we're getting ready to go. Here are the boys coming out of the tunnel. Now you're good.
Okay, if you're just joining us now, we've realized that we had Detroit Lakes on as the team that on the graphic there on the app we're using.
I'm changing it.
It's being updated now. I thought we might lose the feed if we did that, but Craig is unbelievable at keeping us tech savvy here. Good thing I don't have to do it. All right, this is championship game 2022 Roseau B1 tournament. We got the Edina White team who comes in. We're undefeated. Both teams undefeated.
So
both teams undefeated. Kind of similar results against the other opponents they shared in this tournament. And the boys have really been playing well, passing the puck. We're missing 2 people today. One on the broadcast, Steve London, who's out in Vermont with some college friends doing some crafting. We'll hopefully have some more updates on that. And then Carter Cameron in game 2 got cross-check from behind and had a ankle fracture, which we think will just be a few weeks here. Okay, Forest Lake brings it right in the zone, puts a couple shots right on Ryder Rose. Here comes Gorski bringing it in the zone, which sends it to Bame. Bame puts a shot right on the goalie. Goalie blocks that with a blocker. Bame forechecking behind, putting pressure on. He's back there with Gorski. Gorski gets it out front. Bame just not able to get to it there. Bame comes over along the boards. Shackelford comes in to to force it down low in the zone. Shackelford will keep the pressure on. He'll send it deep so his team can get a change. Ben London over in the corner there picking it up. Ben London looking for a pass. He's being checked by a Forest Lake player. Ben London still comes out of it with it, comes around the net, looking for Shackelford at the point. Gets it to Andy Olson. Andy Olson, that just gets past Andy. And Edina back to pick this up. Here comes Andy Olson. He's bringing it around. He's looking for Ryan Olson up the right. But that goes to London. London gets hit from behind. Ryan Olson picks it up, sends it just into the Forest Lake zone. Forest Lake tries to regroup. They send it out. Andy Olson picks that up. Andy Olson tries to send it up the ice. That gets intercepted. Shackelford trying to send it up. That gets intercepted. Forest Lake putting some nice pressure on here. Forest Lake player takes it in the corner, sends it right out front. Ryder Rose redirects that up the slot. Edina trying to get to it. Forest Lake still keeping pressure on in Edina zone. Shackelford back to watching the Forest Lake player, battling with him. Forest Lake sends it right through the slot. No, that's not icing. Forest Lake sent it down. That's not icing. Forest Lake sent it. What? Yeah. The Edina coaches didn't like that call either. That was not the right call. All right, so we got D'Angelo, Solberg, Russ line here with Varecka and Campbell Arthur on D. So you got Russ along the boards, bringing it out. He's able to get it out of the zone up to Solberg. Solberg steps through. He forces it into the Forest Lake zone. Forest Lake collects. Player makes a nice pivot. D'Angelo's trapped deep here. Russ keeps it in the zone, though. Varecka's there to help, too. Forest Lake's able to headman it out. We got Campbell Arthur back defending. Campbell does a nice job taking the shooting lane away. Sends it in the corner where Varecka picks it up. D'Angelo's behind the net. He tosses it out. Campbell Arthur gets a hold of it, chips it out to Russ. Russ chips it out, tries to get it out. Not able to clear the zone. Charlie Varecka over there to push pressure on. Jason Solberg working along the boards. Here's Jason Solberg. He's got one guy to beat. He gets it over to Russ. Russ does toe drag. Forest Lake turns that back. Here's Gorski going back checking. Charlie Rebstock over there. Charlie Rebstock gets run over. Roseau Ricky wanted a call on that hit on Rebstock. Okay, here's Rebstock behind the goal, sending it up to Russ. Russ off the boards. Forest Lake player intercepts that. Russ gives him a little bit of a nudge. Forest Lake player shooting it from out high. That puck, Ryder Rose made a nice stop. The rebound was laying there, but fortunately Edina picked that up. Here comes Russ and Solberg up the left side. Solberg's going to get a change. Bame's going to come in. Bame trying to get it over to Gorski. Forest Lake player intercepts that. Bame does a nice job of getting it up to Lemaitre. Lemaitre just pokes it past the defender, bringing it in, going to shoot right off the crossbar. Nice shot. Had what he wanted. Looking for right up, left corner, right off the crossbar. Carams into the corner where Forest Lake's able to bring it out of the zone. Andy Olson over there to defend. Ryder Rose redirects that behind the net. Shackelford picks it up. He gets nudged off the puck. Forest Lake coming out of the corner. They're able to center it. But we got Bame there breaking that up. Here comes Shackelford bringing it up. He's trying. He gets rubbed out. A little hand check there, taken down. Bame throws it into the zone. Shackelford getting his stick back. Lemaitre sending it on goal. He gets to Gorski. Gorski's trying to pass it out front. Not able to get it through all the traffic. Forest Lake clears it, tries to headman it. They're not able to. Shackelford's going to send it in. We're going to get a full change here, except for Bame. Bame's in there putting pressure on. Bame along the boards. He steps out. He pulls it through to Gorski. Or Milepsky, rather. That's Milepsky over in the corner. Forest Lake comes out behind the net with the puck. Campbell Arthur stepping up really nice. He's trying to headman it down to Ben London. So Campbell Arthur stepped up on the blue line, kept that puck in, moved to his right, was trying to get a pass down to London. When that passing lane got cut off, he decided to step down on the net, move to his left, put a beautiful shot past the goalie. Again, another post, right off the post there. Beautiful pressure, beautiful shot. Here's Ben London winning it out, trying to put a shot on net. That just carries into the right corner. We got Ryan Olson battling the corner. He gets it out to Varecka. Recca puts a nice shot on, but the goalie is able to nab that right out of the air. That goalie was screened the whole way. Edina putting some nice pressure on. The shots are 4-3 at this point. Ben London on the face-off here, trying to get it back to Ryan Olson. Got Thad Malepsky on the left out front of the net. Forest Lake chips that out. Campbell Arthur again keeps it in. He gets it to Malepsky, but then Forest Lake is able to chip it out of the zone. Going to be no ice. Charlie Vareka is going to go and headman that to Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson's going to, he tried to backhand in. He backhanded, and the ref was able to keep it out of from going in the zone. And I don't think Ryan Olson realized that ref had blocked that shot. He was trying to get it deep to change. Fortunately, Forest Lake's offsides. All right, we got D'Angelo, Solberg, and Russ line out here with Charlie Rebstock and Jackson Shackelford. Here's Russ. Russ picking up that face-off behind D'Angelo, bringing it to neutral ice. Forest Lake brings it right back in. Ryder Rhodes makes a nice high save, sends it over the net. Forest Lake chips it out front. Shackelford's there to pick it up. Shackelford sends it up the boards. He's trying to get it to Russ. Russ gets it out of the zone, gets tangled up with the defender there. Forest Lake is resetting. They send it back into the zone, carrying it into the left corner here. Shackelford gives him a little bit of a bump off the puck. So we got D'Angelo getting it to Solberg. Solberg's going to bring it into the zone here. Going to set up. He's looking for Russ out front. Solberg tries to put a shot on net, not able to do it. Forest Lake player stops that. Forest Lake trying to get it out. Charlie Rebstock keeps it in. Forest Lake able to get it out of the zone here. Shackelford steps up on that. All right. Chase Russ is going to get a penalty here. He doesn't think he should get one because the Forest Lake player was chipping away at Ryder Rose there, and you can't blame Chase for standing up for his goalie. Gave that guy just a little bit of a shove, and he went over awkwardly. All right, so Edina's going to go on the penalty kill here with 10:54 left in the first period. Chase Russ getting one for, what do you give him there, roughing, Ricky? Roughing?
Cross-checking.
Cross-checking. I don't know if it was a cross-check, but all right. All right, so Forest Lake wins it back to their left D. They put a shot right on Ryder Rose. He makes a really nice save and controls the rebound. All right, so we got Owen Boehm here. We got Gorski going to take the face-off. Boehm's going to get out in front of the net. Charlie Vareka battling in the corner. Andy Olson's going to go back and check that off the guy's stick. And guys are going to be a little more civilized this time. All right, so Ryder Rose really doing a nice job of making sure those rebounds are getting controlled there. All right, Forest Lake wins it back, tees it up, takes a shot. That caroms off a few players into the left corner. Boehm's there to chip it out of the zone. Now it's going to be a foot race with Gorski. Boehm coming in to support. Forest Lake player chips it off the boards. They pick it up, send it wide. Trying to carry it into the zone. Forest Lake player tries to drop it to his centerman. Gorski's there to intercept that. He's going to dump it in and get a change. All right, Forest Lake coming out here. 1:12 left on the penalty. Forest Lake sends it up the right side. Campbell Arthur there to stop that. They put a shot on. Ryder Rose again makes the stop and covers the rebound. What's that?
They're getting all shot.
Yep. Roseau Ricky is pointing out that Forest Lake is out shooting Edina 7-4 right now. We got 9:54 left in the first period with 1:05 left on the Russ penalty. Okay, we got London over there battling. Forest Lake player bringing it out front. Ryan Olson's got it. He's going to skate it. He wants to get to that red line. Nice job. Sends that deep. Smart play by Ryan Olson there. Ben London putting pressure on. He's in there battling in the corner. Forest Lake comes out with it, sends it wide. They're going to headman it to a guy up front. We got Shackelford does a nice job collecting that in his skates. Gets it over on the boards, trying to battle it up. Ryan Olson over there battling. Forest Lake sends it wide left of the goal. It caroms around to the right corner. Forest Lake putting pressure on. Campbell Arthur going back behind the net with Forest Lake player. Forest Lake sends it right up the slot. Defenseman tees it up. Ryder Rose sees that all the way. Ryder Rose does not like the way these Forest Lake players are coming in after the shot, and Ryder gave that guy just a little bit of a shot afterwards. Okay, we got Luke D'Angelo at center. We got Solberg, the other forward with Vareka and Rebstock. Rebstock collects it in the corner. He's going to try to chip it off the boards. He does. Now Solberg's in pursuit. Solberg coming hard with it. He's going to carry it down in. He tries to set up. Forest Lake player trying to stop him. He's not able to. Solberg puts a shot on, climbs over the shoulder of the goalie, and goes behind the net. They've got three guys back there trying to stop Solberg. Russ is out of the penalty box. He intercepts that pass. He's probably a little fired up. He just does a toe drag, and Russ sends it over to Solberg.
Nice.
Solberg puts it right on goal, and the goalie makes a nice save. I think you're going to see a motivated Chase Russ here. I don't think he liked that call. He thought he was doing the right thing with his for his goalie. Here comes Russ. Russ is coming out. He's got his guy. He's taking him wide. He drops it to Solberg. Solberg's got it, but the Forest Lake player had it into his skates the whole time. Forest Lake player advances it to his centerman, back over to the right wing. Right wing takes a shot there. That goes into the corner. Solberg chips it out. Solberg's going to get a change. That's going to be icing. Well, you saw a little more jump in that Russ Solberg D'Angelo line there once Chase Russ came out of that penalty box there. Well, Jason Solberg was already had a little bit of jump, but when they got them back together, you can see they're rising to the occasion here. All right, so we got Gorski battling there. Forest Lake wins that face-off. They send it into the corner. Got Andy Olson over there defending. He sends it back into the corner. All right, Andy Olson still battling his guy, using a little bit of force to keep the guy along the boards. Forest Lake sends it out to their defenseman. That got tipped out in front. Nobody knew where it was. Bame picks it up. Bame's going to come with speed. Bame's going to try to shoot through the defender. Puts it on goal. The defender was able to knock just a little bit off that. And the goalie did a nice job of collecting it. All right. So the shots are a little more level now. It's 9 shots Forest Lake, 7 Edina. We got Gorski at center out there with Bame. Bame sends it back to Shackelford. Shackelford sends it down low. Wanted to shoot it, but the guy was in his shooting lane. All right, so we got Gorski battling on the sideboard there. Andy Olson in pursuit. Wow. Ryder Rose with that's offsides. Wow. We even called it over here. Okay. So we're just interacting with the broadcast crew from Forest Lake. They thought that was offsides, but so did we. All right, so there's Andy Olson, or I'm sorry, that's Campbell Arthur sending that out to Molepsky. Going back to that last flurry by Forest Lake, Ryder Rose made not one, but 2 fabulous saves. All right, we got offsides. So I understand, talking to Roseau Ricky here, that Roseau, are these 2 guys on the high school team that are reffing this? Are these guys? They're both high school guys. All right, so we got a couple of young guys here, doing their best. They're varsity players, but they're in high school. All right, here comes Ben London at center here. He's got Molepsky picking it up, bringing it down the sideline. He's got Ryan Olson. That's where Ryan likes to live, right out there in that slot. Can't quite get it, but now Ryan Olson picks it up. He's going to take it in the corner. He's trying to he puts a shot on goal. There's Molepsky picking it up. Molepsky chips it out to Campbell Arthur. Campbell Arthur's going to put a nice shot on. There it is. There it is. Not sure if Ryan Olson tipped that. Is that Campbell or did it get tipped? All right, so Campbell Arthur does a nice job of collecting that at the point, gets his feet set, and puts it right on net. Not sure if Ryan Olson tipped that or not, but they both were super excited for each other that goal went in. 17. Yep. Okay, D'Angelo, Solberg, and Russ now. It's a nice job Russ does. Here comes Russ in on on the Forest Lake. He's getting hooked the whole time. All right, and he puts a nice shot on goal. Puck goes in the corner. Russ is back in there battling for it. Easy. You don't want to give him a cheap penalty here. All right, here's Rebstock. Rebstock chips it back up, but Forest Lake picks that up, and then there's going to be offsides. So yeah, that last flurry, really, that last goal, and all the energy there started with Ryder Rose making 2 great saves. Boom, boom, on the same flurry. Okay, Rebstock back, moving behind Ryder Rose with the puck. He's going to reverse. Forest Lake there to contest it. You're going to get a tripping penalty on Forest Lake. D'Angelo came in, and that's a call that, he was playing the puck, but this year the refs have been pretty consistent wherever we've been that if a stick is there and somebody goes down, I suspect maybe it's a safety issue. All right, so we're going to have Bame. We're going to have a power play here. First power play of the game with 5:42 left for Edina power play. We got Bame drawing it forward. London trying to get it. Bame hitting it. Here's Lemaitre. Lemaitre trying to chip it back out front. Lemaitre picks it up behind the net. He's going to send it over to Arthur. Arthur's going to pick that up. He's going to get it to Shackelford, but they lose the zone. Shackelford's getting a lot of pressure here, so he gets it over to Arthur. Arthur picks that up. He sends it up to London. London does a nice job of collecting that. London over to Lemaitre. Lemaitre backhands it in.
Great pass.
So that was just a nice effort. Edina on the power play, has it in the zone. Arthur tries to get it over to Shackelford. They lose the zone. Shackelford resets. And they re-enter the zone with London carrying it in. They eventually get it over to, I think that was number 5. And finally, Lemaitre kind of puts that. Might have been right through the goalie's legs there. All right. So Forest Lake trying to get it out. Bame just intercepts that right in the slot. He's not able to collect it well enough to put it on net, but sends it in the corner. Now we got Rebstock shooting on goal. That goes wide left. Lemaitre chipping it out through the slot. Here's Varecka. Varecka's able to keep it in. Now we got Gorski getting checked by 2 guys in the corner. Here comes Forest Lake bringing it out around their net. Again, Bame knocks that down, but it does get ahead to Forest Lake. Forest Lake's going to chip it in. Gorski back checking there on his player. We got Rebstock in the corner. He gets stick checked. That gets up to Lemaitre. Lemaitre's able to pull it past his guy. He's trying to get it to Gorski. Gorski looks a little tired here. He's been a little bit of a long shift. Here comes Bame back. He's trying to lift the guy's stick. Eventually, Rebstock sends that out. Bame picks it up, tries to get it to Lemaitre. Forest Lake bringing it back in. 3 Edina players converge on him. Nice job. Here's Malewski putting pressure on. All right. Charlie Varecka collects. He sends a nice stretch pass up to Malewski. Wow, nice hands there by Thad. Thad gets whacked down. Forest Lake player takes the puck after he gives him a good 2-hander there. Thad took. All right, so Ben London doing a nice job back checking, sends it out of the zone. Malewski's putting pressure on the Forest Lake team. Forest Lake tries to center it, but Ryan Olson's there to pick it up. Ryan Olson tries to chip it in the zone. Forest Lake picks that up. Here we got Shackelford sending it up to Olson. Olson battling with his player. Forest Lake comes out of that one, bringing it in the zone with some speed. Shackelford tried to do a hand check. The guy stepped past him, and we're going to get a checking penalty there. Interference or checking, Ricky? Yeah, he was trying to go for a hand check, and the guy put another step on him, and he got the body. Okay, so Forest Lake. What's that?
Interference.
We're going to give him an interference. All right. Okay, we got 3:16 left in the first period. Shackelford's in for 2 minutes for interference. Shots are now 12 for Edina and 11 for Forest Lake. Edina's up 2-0. All right, Forest Lake wins it back. D'Angelo there checking. Forest Lake's going to hit the slap shot. Rebstock just kind of reaches up and grabs that and sets it down. Rebstock behind the goal. Rebstock loses an edge. Forest Lake going to bring it out. Campbell Arthur there to defend. Here comes Chase Russ tips that up to the zone. And then Ryder Rose is there. Ryder Rose makes another nice stop and collects the rebound. Again, not happy with the Forest Lake players trying to get an extra shot at him. Okay, Owen Bame's going to take the face-off. He's got Solberg out there, Campbell Arthur, and Rebstock. Okay, that goes across the slot. Forest Lake sends it deep down low. They're going to set up behind the net in the Gretzky area. Forest Lake player comes out shooting. You want to push that guy to his backhand, make him go the other way. All right. Okay, here's Forest Lake again coming out of the corner. Got Campbell Arthur there putting a little leverage on the guy. Here comes Solberg trying to make sure he doesn't take a penalty. Given his size, weaker players can go down. All right, here's Solberg chipping it out of the zone. We got 51 seconds left in this penalty. We're going to get the D change. We're going to have Vareka and Andy Olson coming out. Solberg, so that's a smart play by Forest Lake. They set with the change. They set the breakout up the left side here. Here comes Forest Lake through the slot. Vareka's trying to send it out. Ryder Rose, I don't even know if he saw that one, but made a really nice save. It was really all oh wow. Great effort by Solberg here. Solberg just an all-out effort to get that puck away from that Forest Lake player. Solberg's still on the puck. He's trying to bring it around. He's getting brought down. Bame just brings a big slap shot and then just went right through the slap shot into the Forest Lake player that went down hard. Great effort by Jason Solberg there. Okay, Forest Lake sends it wide left. Here's Vareka. He chips it out of the zone. He gets up Solberg. Solberg sends it in. We're going to get a change. Interesting how Forest Lake, when we go on changes, they're setting their breakout up on the far side with try to move a stretch pass. All right, here comes Ben London. Ben London's trying to toss it down to Ryan Olson, and Ryan just couldn't get turned around and put something on it there. Nice job by Ben London. Great job by Ryan Olson being in the right spot. And the Forest Lake goalie collects that. Be a face-off to the right of the Forest Lake goalie. And we've got Ben London at center. We got Ryan Olson at right and Milepsky at left. Dad's in the corner battling for it. Forest Lake player sends it out. Campbell Arthur's got that. He's going to put another shot just over the top of the net. That Karam's all the way around to Shackelford. He sends it low into the corner. Shackelford now just putting it low behind the net. Going to have Milepsky over there putting pressure on. Olson follows that pressure. London collects it now. He's going to chip it down on the goalie. Forest Lake player directs that into the corner. Now the Forest Lake's going to play set up from behind the net. Campbell Arthur's going to collect this out at the point. He tries to send it down to Milepsky, who's was getting mugged over there. All right, Forest Lake centers the puck. They've got three forwards coming. Beam coming off the bench there trying to interrupt that. That goes right over the net, right over the top of Ryder Rose. Okay, so we're at the end of the one period here. It is Edina 2, Forest Lake 0. The shots are 12-13. Ricky, I think we like the effort, don't we? Do we got anything for...
Yeah, we'll do a little profile here. I've got Ryder up. Ryder Gorski. Little technical problem, couldn't get it to run, so I'll roll that next time, the little profile I had set up. So we're back at it, second period. think Roseau Ricky had some tips for us.
Roseau Ricky, what are you seeing? What do you want him to do more of out there?
Shoot low on the ice.
You want him to shoot low on the ice on this goalie. That's what you're seeing?
Yep.
All right, what's the next one?
Keep pressure on them.
Keep the pressure on. And your last one?
Keep your feet moving.
He wants them to keep their feet moving. I think what he's seeing there is some longer shifts. We got to shorten those shifts, right? Short shifts. Here we go. I got Gorski at center, Lemetry at left, Bayman at right, Vareka and Repstock on D. And of course, Ryder Rose back there playing a phenomenal game in net. Okay, so here's Repstock collecting. He's going to look for Lemetry. Lemetry gets handcuffed by that a little bit. He chips it forward. Forest Lake player picks that up. Sends it all the way through where Vareka picks it up. That'll be offside. Oh, no, they're going to not be offsides. Here we go. Forest Lake coming with a little bit of pressure here. Forest Lake player sends it out front. That kind of rolled right along Ryder Rose's pads. He eventually was able to get it to go from his left to right all the way across the front of the goal. And then when it comes back in, Ryder Rose collects that. He wanted to get a reset. Okay, so we've got Forest Lake out shooting Edina 15-12, but Edina's on the board and has 2 goals to Forest Lake 0. All right, here comes D'Angelo, Russ, and Solberg with Shackelford and Olson. All right, Russ just walks in there and collects that. He's coming with speed. I think Chase has got another. Oh wow, he got taken down. That should be a penalty shot. I think you give him a penalty shot. That's a hook. That's a great job by Chase with that speed. That player had no idea. Had no idea what to do with Chase there with the speed he was bringing. So I'm almost thinking they should give him a penalty shot. That's about as close as you can get. Can you not get one of those in Pee Wee hockey?
I don't know what the deal is with that.
All right. 2 minutes hooking. All right. So we're going to have Solberg, Gorski, Russ, D'Angelo, Vareka on this power play with 16-17 in the second period. All right, Russ to Vareka. Vareka right away back to Russ. Russ over to Gorski. Gorski to D'Angelo. Vareka's going to tee it up, send it in low. Oh my God! So Gorski just tipped that. Was sending up, went right off the off the crossbar.
Nice.
So you got D'Angelo coming out of the corner, getting it to Jason Solberg. Jason Solberg just puts a nice shot right past this goalie. But before that, that's something we've seen in this tournament where these guys are really starting to trust each other. Vareka started at it when the puck came back to him, or when Chase Russ sent that to Vareka, and Vareka sent it right back. And then that shot out to back out to Vareka when he took that big shot that Gorski tipped. It went off the crossbar, but eventually D'Angelo picked it up in the corner, got it right on Jason Solberg's stick, and Jason just put it nicely past the goalie. Okay, Edina's putting pressure. We got London and Malewski down low behind the net. That gives Forest Lake a chance to come down. Forest Lake player does a nice job of Ryan Olson was putting a nice back check on there, but then Forest Lake player did a nice job of battling through that and getting a really good shot on Ryder Rose, who again makes an unbelievable save. All right. So Forest Lake picks it up in the Edina zone, brings it out front there, and Forest Lake player puts a nice low shot on the ice that gets by Ryder Rose. All right, so we got 15:24 left in the second period. It's 3 Edina, 1 for Forest Lake. And we've got Gorski, Lemetry, and Bame out here again with Vareka and Repstock. All right, Lemetry picks that up, chips it back up out of the zone on the boards. Forest Lake trying to take the zone. There's Repstock going to collect that. He's going to send it to Jason Solberg. Jason Solberg's got a guy trying to pursue him. Solberg's trying to see who's coming with him. Forest Lake chips that back out. Repstock picks that up with the blue line, toss it over to Lemetry so his players can get on side. All right, Gorski going in to put pressure on. Solberg's going to help the pressure. He turns it back into the zone. Gorski there back on it. Now Lemetry's going to try and get over there. Coming out of the zone here, they're trying to get a guy deep on RD here as they break out. Solberg just back checked and just picked that guy's pocket, just took it. And now he steps through 2 guys and puts a nice shot on goal there. That was a really nice job by Jason Solberg on the back check. Okay, here's Rebstock collecting that. And then we got D'Angelo. Shackelford put a nice pass to D'Angelo, but kind of got him handcuffed. Shackelford now sends it into the zone. Forest Lake, that's going to be ice. Oh no, they called off late because Rebstock could have got it, I guess. All right, Russ to D'Angelo. D'Angelo chips it out of the zone. Forest Lake picks it up there. Bame's going to put a forecheck on. That's intercepted by Russ. This will be interesting. Oh, wow. Nice play by the Forest Lake player. All right, Bame is trying to pick that up. There's Charlie Rebstock getting taken down. No call there. Forest Lake player fell and kind of took out Charlie's legs. Okay, so now we've got we had Shackelford trying to get it to Russ. Russ gets it to Bame. Bame's coming in the zone. He's going to shoot hard. Nice save by the goalie. Ben London picking this up now. Russ over there to help him. Russ still trying to battle for it. Bame's there to send it back in. Bame's going to chip it off the boards. Ben London comes over to pick it up. Bame will take it from there. Bame puts it right off the post. Wow, that's our 3rd post today. 4th post. That's our 3rd post, and we've had, I guess it's 2 posts and 2 crossbars. All right, we got 2 guys tied up over here. Chase Russ. And I think the Forest Lake player is going to get a penalty for that, or maybe they take them both. I don't know. Russ is coming with him. Oh, they're going to get them both. No, Chase out there calling a penalty on him. All right. So Forest Lake going to go on the, Edina's going to go on the power play here, with Forest Lake getting a hook on Chase Russ there. Chase thought maybe they got tangled up around the ground and there's a little bit of pushing, so Chase thought he might get a penalty, but you know, I don't blame these Forest Lake guys for hooking Chase. That's a full-time job trying to keep him away from the net. All right. Shackelford sends it in the zone. Solberg down there to put pressure on. Forest Lake sends it out. This is probably not going to be icing. D'Angelo's going to pick this up. So we had Gorski trying to get a handle on there to get it to Solberg. That was Edina doing a version of Forest Lake's play there when they get a change and you move up that far side away from the. All right, the Forest Lake players wanted to hook there, but the Forest Lake player was, they're going to get Jason Solberg for a trip here. Yeah, that was a makeup call for the Forest Lake player team that they wanted a penalty on D'Angelo up here, but the Forest Lake player was grabbing D'Angelo's stick and making it. It was an old Dino Cicerelli move. Dino Cicerelli used to grab the defender's stick and then kind of do a violent jerk backwards to go down, and he'd get the call. All right, we got Solberg in for 2 minutes. It'll be 4-on-4 for 1:06. All right, Forest Lake wins the draw. They send it to Ryder Rose's left. Forest Lake coming out of the corner. Campbell Arthur sends it back into the corner. Campbell Arthur tips it. They tried to feed out front. Campbell Arthur sent that back behind the net. Ryan Olson going to carry it up. He's going to chip it in. Ben London's going to go on the forecheck. We're going to get Shackelford in for Vareka. All right. Guys are kind of trying to figure the game out here, 4-on-4. It's kind of slowed down a bit. All right. There's Shackelford bringing it in. Ben London collects that, puts it right on. Here's Arthur trying to get a shot on it. And here comes Forest Lake in on Shackelford. Shackelford forces the guy out for a bad angle shot. Campbell Arthur sends it out. That looked like offsides. They're going to wave that off. Campbell Arthur's got it. He's going to feed it up to Gorski. Gorski's trying to chip it out of the zone. Forest Lake does a nice job. Forest Lake player did a nice toe drag. You don't see Shackelford got that happened I can't even remember when that might have happened, when somebody toe dragged him like that before, but Ryder Rose does a nice job there. I think there's just a little bit of a dynamic here when we got to remember. I think all that started off with what is an offsides. These refs are high school. They play on the high school team here, so got to give them a little bit of leeway. All right, so here's Gorski at center here, and Forest Lake wins that. Gorski blocks that shot. It caroms over to the far side. Here's Rebstock chipping it up the boards. Forest Lake player collects it along the half board. Here he tries to direct something on to one of his players, who tips it behind the net. Forest Lake gets it to their defenseman. He's going to try and tee it up. Rebstock there to redirect that. Still keeping it in the zone here. Forest Lake's going to get it out to their D. He's going to shoot. That gets redirected nicely by their player out front. Rebstock sends it all the way around. Forest Lake collects it there. With 3 seconds left in this penalty.
Oh my!
All right, that timing on that was that puck there. Forest Lake tried to put the shot on it. It just started rolling up, ended up on the top of the goal. All right, nice play by Ryder Rose down there. We'll be back to full strength after that. 10:16 left in the second period. It's Edina 3. It's Edina 3 and Forest Lake 1. All right, Forest Lake still controlling the zone. Defenseman puts a nice shot on Ryder Rose. He chips that into the corner. Forest Lake controls it out of the corner, puts another shot on. D'Angelo in there trying to get on the Forest Lake player. Forest Lake player doing a nice job, kind of their version of Chase Russ there, dangling in the corner. Well, here's Forest Lake player putting a body on Andy Olson. That goes out front. Vareka gets it and is trying to get it out of the zone. Not able to. He gets it up to Solberg. Solberg does a spin. His defender falls down. Got 2-on-1 here. Got Solberg going to shoot. Not sure where that is. D'Angelo was coming with him, but Solberg put a nice shot on the ice. Must have got Roseau Ricky's between period comments there to shoot low on the ice. That was a nice play. And Luke D'Angelo in a good spot to pick up any rebound, but the goalie collected that. All right, we got Lemaitre, Bame, and Gorski here. Gorski gets it back to Shackelford. Shackelford puts it right on. Big rebound right out to the Forest Lake player. Forest Lake's going to try and take the Edina zone. Got Lemaitre coming back on the back check. Nice job there, keeping him out of the zone. Oh, there we go. There we got Ryder Gorski does a nice job to intercept that pass and redirect it into the Forest Lake zone. Got Bame coming to help him. He picks it up, puts a shot on, kind of a chip shot right onto Forest Lake goalie, and he scoops that up. This goalie's a nice goalie. He's had a nice game. Okay, we got Gorski, Lemaitre, and Bame still. Gorski wins that over to Bame. Bame sends it in the corner. Forest Lake trying to collect it. Shackelford will pinch. He sends it down to Gorski. Gorski trying to collect it there. Here comes Lemaitre. Lemaitre just goes over and tries to take it away, but the Forest Lake player gets it. Forest Lake's able to clear it out of the zone. Got Shackelford picking that up. They're going to try and get a change here on the Forest Lake side. We got Shackelford trying to find Ben London. Andy Olson was picking that up. Nice shot by Shackelford. Got Malewski coming right there trying to pick up the rebound, but it gets out to Forest Lake. Shackelford's over there to defend. Similar play to when he got the interference. He likes to kind of get a little physical, but he did a nice job of not getting just enough of the guy, but not too much. So Bame just kind of ran his guy over. Shackelford ran his guy over. Looks like we're going to get a penalty on Shackelford. I think they don't. I think Jackson got. He's going to give him a cross check. The ref's kind of got a big smile as he tells him about it. All right. Okay, so we're going to go on another penalty kill here with 7:59 left in the second period. 3-1. Boys got to make sure they don't lose their cool and and take too many penalties here and put Forest Lake back in this game. All right, D'Angelo at center. He wins it back to Varecka. Varecka chips it up the boards. Forest Lake player intercepts that. Varecka's still in the corner. Varecka's guy, he's got him all tied up. Varecka chips it out. Forest Lake's going to put a shot on Ryder Rose, and he does a nice job. Ryder's really dialed in right now. Shots are 22-22, so pretty even there. Edina's up 3-1 with 7:45 in the second period. Minute 47 left on the Shackelford penalty. So Varecka's Luke D'Angelo wins it back to Varecka. Varecka tries to chip it out. Forest Lake keeps it in. Russ there trying to get it. Forest Lake has got two guys out front. They work well together to get a shot on Ryder. We're going to get a full change here with Solberg, Gorski, Campbell Arthur, and Andy Olson coming out to defend this. Just to the left of Ryder Rose. Minute 37 left on the penalty. Forest Lake collects that. Defenseman tries to put a shot on. That goes wide left. Jason Solberg intercepts that pass. Redirects it out. No ice. Edina doing a nice job. Going to put Gorski in with some pressure, and then Jason Solberg was going to try and intercept a pass there. Very nice by Campbell Arthur. He picked that right off the guy's stick. Here comes Campbell Arthur. He's got Gorski with him. Campbell Arthur. Oh, little poke check there. Now we're gonna have a mismatch on numbers here. Solberg back. Oh, they're off. Forest Lake offsides. We had a mismatch there on numbers with Forest Lake coming with numbers, and Forest Lake was just offsides. All right, we got Ben London, Ryan Olson, Shackelford, and Varecka. 55 seconds left on that penalty. Forest Lake throws it in. They're going to start a forecheck. Varecka's back to collect it. He goes back, reverses, getting it over to Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson battles with his guy along the boards. I don't know why the Forest Lake player is trying to burn the clock. All right, so Forest Lake sends it D to D. Now in the slot, now back out to the wing there. Varecka trying to get it out. There's a shot on goal. Rebstock back behind to get it. He goes down. Forest Lake's got in the corner. Got Rebstock and London on this side of the box. Rebstock intercepts that, gets it off the guy. Rebstock down again in the corner. Forest Lake comes out of it. They got three guys. Tries to go up high on Ryder Rose, and Ryder redirects that out of the high. All right, so we got Shackelford back in on this. We got he's going to the bench. We got Rebstock battling along the boards there. Varecka gets it to Olson. Olson's got Lemaitre with him. He's going to try and feed him. He does. Lemaitri's going to try and beat this guy around the corner. Lemaitre just shoots it over the goal there. Bame comes in. London keeps it in. Forest Lake steps out of the zone there. Campbell Arthur getting mixed up with his guy a little bit. Ben London here trying to send it out in the zone to Bame. He does. Bame can't quite find it. Puck's still loose down there. Forest Lake players thinking about giving Bame a shove. Probably not a great career decision. Okay, that was a nice little play there. .5:16 left in the second period. Edina's up 3-1. Shots are real even. 23 for Edina, 24 for Forest Lake. Got Gorski, Lemaitre, Bame line out here. Gets back to Shackelford. Get Shackelford and Andy Olson back here. Andy Olson feeds it down to Lemaitre. Lemaitre sends it out to Bame. Bame does not hesitate. Puts it right past the Forest Lake player. All right, shots are 24-24. Edina is up 4-1 with 4:59 left in the second period. Boy, once Beam got that on his stick, he did not hesitate. Beating the goalie to the goalie's left, Beam's right. All right, here comes Chase Russ picking this up. Chase Russ chips it along the boards, brings it to the middle. D'Angelo's trying to collect it there. Solberg picks it up, trying to get it to D'Angelo. Solberg again checks it off the player's stick. All right, Forest Lake is able to chip it into Edina's zone. Andy Olson there to pick that up. He tries to send it around. That gets intercepted by Forest Lake. Forest Lake feeds it back to the D. Defenseman tries to chip it down in front. Edina's there to intercept that. Got D'Angelo and Russ. Russ is trying to feed it up to Solberg, but that gets intercepted. That's offsides. Here's Solberg picking up a loose puck. Now it's going to be a race to the goal. Solberg puts a shot right low on the ice. Forest Lake player does a nice job of saving that. Clock's off. We got a problem with the clock. Well, do you have the time? What the time? Can you go back?
No.
All right. So it was less than 4 minutes. It was about 4 minutes. Oh, it's on there. It's just not up there. Oh, there we go. All right. I had about 4 minutes. It was 4:27. I always round down when we're ahead. All right. So a little bit of excitement here at the rink. Somebody must have bumped a power cord, and the score and the time and the shots went off the big clock, but the desk computer where they enter it all was still active. So just had to get the big board back on. All right, Verrecka keeps it in, sends it back in. Forest Lake picks it up. Ben London there to stop that. He chips it forward to Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson sent it in. Going to have icing. Ryan Olson's wanting to know what that was all about. All right, 4:08 left in the second period. Edina 4, Forest Lake 1. All right, we got Ben London at center. Ryan Olson at left. And, or right, rather. All right, here we go. We got, that was Malewski setting that all up. Here's Ben London. Oh. So Malewski was putting a lot of pressure on there. Got the Forest Lake defenders kind of confused as he was whacking it through, and Ben London picked that up, brought it into the zone, and put a nice shot low on this goalie. Goalie did a nice job of stopping that. That was bouncing around in between his legs there. All right, we got the Gorski-Lemetry-Bame line. Gorski wins it over to the right, over to Bame. Bame gives this guy a little bit of a nudge. There are two more guys come in to help solve the Bame mystery. All right, and then here's Forest Lake bringing it out. Lemetry on the back check, and then Andy Olson does a nice job of shutting that down. He chips it up to Lemetry up by the blue line. Still not out, though. Andy Olson tries to set it out. Forest Lake intercepts that. Shackelford brings it around the net. He's trying to get it out. Forest Lake blocks his pass. Forest Lake working in the corner. They send it out to their blue line. Their defenseman chips it back into the corner for the left wing. Left wing's trying to work over there. Bame's trying to forecheck there. Lemetry, Bame interrupted that. Lemetry tried to grab it. Here's Forest Lake. They get a nice shot, nice opportunity. They feed it down low to the right wing, who put a nice shot on Ryder Rose. So then you had Gorski trying to feed Lemetry up the left side. Now Bame comes in to help. Here's Bame again. He's going to just battle with his guy. He puts a shot on net. Gorski comes through. He gets knocked down from behind. Yeah, Bame, that was just him being much stronger than the other guy. They both had their sticks on the puck, but Bame just kept battling through and eventually put a shot on goal. The goalie made another save. 2:50 left in the period, 4-1 Edina. Wow, looked like Russ put that in. They're gonna. Oh, so a Forest Lake player must have taken a shot at Russ there because Russ was down. So that's going to be a roughing penalty on Forest Lake. So Edina will go on a power play with D'Angelo, Russ, Solberg, Gorski, and Vareka. So that just gets Gorski wins that and directs it on net for the goalie just collects it for another faceoff. Gorski trying to get it to Russ here. Forest Lake wins that back. Russ is behind the net. He wins that. He steps around. He's looking for somebody to pass to. He sees Gorski. That gets intercepted. But then D'Angelo picks it up. He's going to walk around the net. Forest Lake player comes back, pokes, checks that away. Gorski or D'Angelo and Solberg over there along the boards trying to pick that up. Forest Lake controlled it, but then lost it back into their own zone here. Forest Lake trying to break out up the right side. They bang it off the boards. It's going to be no ice. Charlie Vareka is going to wheel. Vareka trying to send it to Solberg. That was offside. Kind of a scrum along the boards there. Forest Lake comes out with it. Nice job by D'Angelo keeping his guy in check. Ryder Rose again makes a nice save, and Vareka gets that out. Here's Solberg on a break with Gorski. Oh, Solberg just lifts it right over the net and misses the goal. Wow. All right, here comes Lemaitre. He came off the bench and intercepted that breakout and put a shot right on goal. All right, so now we got Boehm coming in. He puts a nice shot on. Chase Russ picked it up behind the net, sends it out to Boehm. Boehm coming right down the slot. Jason Solberg a little frustrated with himself on that shot there that he wasn't able to hit that top corner. All right, so we got the Boehm, Lemaitre, Ben London line. All right, it looks like Boehm's going to get a penalty here in the corner for hooking his guy. They're going to pull their goalie. There it is. Edina's going to control this, and there'll be a whistle. So, I don't know what that. I think it's going to be a hook. I don't think it's going to be a slash. That's what he gets for playing like Ricky. Two minutes on a slash. Owen Boehm. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 24 seconds, and then we'll be shorthanded. Ben London at center here. He gets taken down or gets tied up there. Goes to the right of Ryder Rose. Ryan Olson over there to collect it, fighting up the boards. Forest Lake sends it back. They're going to put a shot on Ryder. Ryder redirects that in the corner where Shackelford picks it up. Here comes Shackelford up the ice. He's got London up the left side. London pulls up at the blue line. Shackelford takes it deep. He gets rubbed over there. We got the Forest Lake player coming out of the penalty box. And Charlie Rebstock does a real nice job making sure that guy didn't get behind him. They were looking for a stretch pass there. Ben London in the corner. And we got Shackelford behind the net. Shackelford does a nice toe drag there, and he's going to send it full length to the ice. There's 22 seconds left in this period. I think Shackelford wanted to get fresh legs out there. So we got 22.9 seconds left in the second period. Edina up 4-1. We're shorthanded for another minute 15.
Ice someone up, boys. Ice someone up.
All right, here's Gorski at center, draws it back to Vareka. Vareka tries to send it up the boards. Forest Lake intercepts that, sends it out front. Forest Lake still controlling out front. Forest Lake picks it up in a corner. They try to feed a guy in a slot. That just gets out. That's offsides. Yep. That's Forest Lake player did a nice job of trying to stop that, but it just was an inch or two over the line. All right, 7 seconds left in this second period. Vareka gets it out of the zone. 3 seconds left. All right, end of 2 periods here in the Roseau Championship game. Edina 4, Forest Lake 1. When we start the 3rd period, we'll be 1 player down for 52 seconds. Craig, we got anything? The other thing is we're gonna have about a 15-minute break here while they redo the ice. They redo the ice every 2 periods. Craig, you gonna put something up?
Yeah. Getting some things up here. We've got some updates from Steve London on his boys crafting trip, annual crafting trip that they do.
Love it.
So we'll share some of those and hopefully a couple of coach profiles and then the highlight reel that Coach Patrick has been putting together. So see if I can grab some of these texts that Steve has been sending us. They had a big day yesterday. It was kind of the finale of the trip. They had their annual knit off, where they have a knitting competition for the best outfit or knitting piece. So Steve sent along some text to try to get our opinion to see what we like best in terms of an outfit. So for the competition, we can submit our feedback to Steve. He'd appreciate that.
I love that one.
This one's called the Big Apple.
The Big Apple.
Yeah, yep. And says you'd think they're in Washington State rather than Vermont. This is kind of the Latin American theme. He did a poncho. This one he designed for the hockey rinks again to sort of keep himself warm.
Oh my! We'll see that in the backyard this week.
This one's kind of the Vermont theme, hiking with the fellas. He calls this one the Gladiator.
I don't like it. I love it. Oh my goodness.
When it's time to bring the funk, this is kind of a little sort of a freakier outfit here. But thanks a lot, Steve. Glad you and the boys are watching and enjoying these. Appreciate it. Thanks for sending your text.
Steve, I know we've gotten a lot of feedback too. The fans can't wait to get you back on the call. They had to bear through this weekend, but we'll be back to the high standard that we've been blessed with for most of the season.
So it's funny, I started putting these together, and I didn't hear back from Steve for the first day and a half, and I actually started getting a little bit nervous that maybe he was taking some offense to these, but Steve has a great sense of humor, and they ended up doing some reenactments actually of some of these. So these are actual pictures of Steve on his trip. His buddies got a real kick out of these. So funny. This one, I think they're trying to reenact maybe the yoga pose on this one. Oh my gosh, so funny. And then this one, I'm not sure what they were trying to reenact here. I didn't send anything like this, so we might have to ask him a little bit more about what was going on in this shot. But
looks like a handstand, but actually, I hope they have an orthopod on that trip with them.
Yeah.
Looks like they might need it.
All right. Look forward to having you back, Steve. Have fun. Okay, here we are with Matt Schatz this evening. Thanks for joining us, Matt.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
What's your main role on the team?
Kind of a jack of all trades, I'd say. We work a lot with both forward and the D.
Okay.
And kind of also work a bit on the special team stuff too.
Nice. Where'd you grow up and play your Pee-wees?
I grew up in what some may call the PWB, prestigious West Bloomington. I played growing up Jefferson hockey, but I went to Our Lady of Grace, so got to be friends with Zach, Connor, Patrick growing up, and got the luxury of being able to play some fall and spring league hockey with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than the great memory of playing with the other coaches growing up, what's your one great memory of Pee Wee hockey?
Pee Wee, for me, it's probably just spending the time in the locker room, the weight tournament with all the guys. just looking back at it now, being able to think of just kind of all the fun times having in the locker room, on the ice, on the bench.
Nice. Yep. Besides hockey, do you play other sports or other hobbies that you have?
Yeah, so I grew up playing soccer and baseball, and then just been golfing. So golf's kind of been sticking with me until now, and then I get to play a little bit of softball in the summer too.
Nice.
All right, you got a favorite movie quote?
You could probably say anything from Miracle or Sandlot, but probably my favorite one from Sandlot is if my dog was as ugly as you, I'd shave its butt, make it walk backwards.
Nice. If you were stuck on a deserted island, what's the one item that you bring with you?
I don't think I can afford a boat, so probably sunscreen so I can't hear my mom yelling at me from the other island to put it on.
Love it.
Yeah.
And what advice would you give yourself if you were able to go back to your Pee Wee days and kind of tell yourself, hey, here's the one thing I would do?
I'd probably say, the real thing that makes a difference is the stuff that people don't see and the work you put in behind the scenes. That's really what kind of propels you as a player. Kind of what really makes a difference between, making a certain team or, making that jump and working on those skills.
Okay, Matt, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time, and
of course.
And thanks for all your good work with our boys this year.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, well, just thanks for all the stuff you do for the guys.
Yeah,
I really
of
appreciate
course.
it, and it's just phenomenal. So.
Yeah, no, it's something that we all love to do, and just being able to see all the boys kind of where they are now, where they are halfway through the season, where they are at the end, just from a skill standpoint, and just kind of come together as a team is kind of one thing we kind of love to watch too.
That's great.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, welcome to CSN. We have Edina Hornet coach Connor Allen with us today. Thanks for joining us on the program. What's your main role here on the team?
I'm one of the assistant coaches. I mostly deal with the forwards, so I'm sort of on that end of the bench trying to keep those hooligans in line.
Cool. Where did you grow up and play Pee Wee?
Grew up here in Edina, played Pee Wee here for Edina. Grew up playing B2 pretty much every year, so.
So you're used to getting bad calls against you,
Yep.
pretty much?
Exactly. That's why I have to warn them. It took us a while to get Hunter up to speed of the refs just aren't going to call anything against us.
No, we have to beat the other team and the refs.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
That's how it is.
So, favorite memory from your playing Pee Wees?
Just being in the locker room with all my friends. We'd always kind of had the same group every year, and we all played in the off season, so it was always fun playing together, and playing against the other Edina team was usually the highlight of the year.
That is a highlight.
Yep. So.
Did you do other sports or have other hobbies back?
Yep. So I played a lot of soccer growing up. Golf was really big, and pretty much played everything at one point. But then sort of soccer, golf, and hockey were three things I continued with.
All right. How about favorite movie quote? You have something in there? Or
That's a stumper question.
I would say Herb Brooks, just another one.
That's a popular one. That's a popular one.
Our boys are going to be in good shape. That's
the goal.
So, real serious question. If you were stuck on a deserted island, what's the one thing that you would bring with you?
Ooh. Honestly, just like an iPod full of music or something, or doesn't even need to be a full iPhone. At least something to keep my mind busy.
Great.
What's the one piece of advice you would give yourself if you could go back and talk to yourself when you played your Pee Wee days?
Listen to your coaches more. Is what I would say. Well, I was never the best at it, so I definitely feel like I should have probably tried to take in a little bit more, because a lot of my coaches ended up moving up a couple of years. So,
good piece of advice. Connor, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Appreciate having me.
And thanks for all your work with our kiddos.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it, and I know they do. They're having a great time. So thanks so much.
That's what we love to hear. So
great.
Excited for a good season.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome.
5-on-5 hockey here. 3-0, the team in white. Got to get a goal here. Deflected out front, and now we got a chance
Chip
here.
Chip it out to him. Oh, yeah.
Here's Solberg on the move. Solberg and Burgess. Solberg. Oh, yeah, good goal. Which was lucky because he hooked him.
I'm going to call next goal wins.
Oh, here we go. 8:40 left to go in the third. We're down 3-1.
Whoever gets this next goal is winning this game.
Bame, D'Angelo, Solto, and he forces it out to center. Here's Rebstock. Rebstock fires it back down in. Oh, Bame collects it, center ice, skates by one. Oh, he scores! He scores! Bame scores. Pass out to center. He brought it. Here's D'Angelo. Solberg collects. Can they force it out to center? Yep. Trip down. Here's the penalty. Here's Solberg goes.
6-on-4.
Oh, he scores anyway! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, he just forced it through. Long shot, kicked down by Carter Cameron. Here's Solberg. Solberg, D'Angelo, and Bame on the move, 3-on-2. Solberg gains the line. 1:52 left to go here in the third. Fires it out front. Here's, and he scores!
When are we going to Vegas, baby?
There will be a charter flight leaving from the St. Cloud Airport. Remember, Flying Cloud. Let's go to Flying Cloud. We'll be gone for 3 days.
Private.
No, 100%.
Go private.
I'm out of the corner with it. Oh, kick saved by Ryder and a beaut. Oh my gosh. What a fire just wide. 3 seconds.
That's
oh, and it's the game. No time. 4-3. Oh my gosh.
Win again.
I tell you what, Ryder Rose made a save right there at the end. Stuck his pad out on a deflection, and he saved the tying goal. It was great.
Wow.
Ryder Rose was great again.
Hey, I'm going to call you about that. So, what's her name? Michelle Lily's been emailing me. Oh, yeah. He can come in.
Sorry, late getting back here. All right, we got 17 minutes left in the third period. Edina's up 4-1. We got Bamer in the box. We'll get that on. The group me here. All right, we got Luke D'Angelo and Russ out here killing this penalty with Vereka and Rebstock. Forest Lake chipping up the boards, neutral ice where Rebstock collects it. He tries to send it up the boards to Russ. Russ is able to collect that. Russ battling along the boards right in front of the Edina bench. Russ loses an edge there. I think that's what happened there, lost his balance. Rebstock tried to step up on that, and the Forest Lake player kind of pulled it away. And all right, so Andy Olson sends it in deep where Russ collects it behind the Forest Lake goalie here, and Russ was trying to jam it in on the goalie there, and I'm not sure anybody was really trying to stop him. Roseau Ricky's back. Okay. So we got Gorski, Bain, Lemaitre. We're back to full strength here. Bain's out of the box. Shackelford and Olsen on D. Forest Lake wins that back into the corner, sends it around their own net. Bain's there to collect it in the corner. Forest Lake breaking out of their own zone here. Bain putting a heavy forecheck on. He turns that back. Forest Lake has to regroup to make sure it's not offsides. Bain does a nice job of breaking that up, and then Shackelford steps forward with the puck, trying to bring it in on a goalie. Goalie collects that, and we're going to have a face-off. All right, 15:25 left in the third period. Edina's up 4-1. Shots are really even, 28-29. Ryder Rose has really had a great game, really dialed in. Now we got Ben London, Molepsky, Olsen, Vereka, and Arthur. Got Ben London battling along the boards there. Forest Lake brings it out. Forest Lake player puts a shot on Ryder Rose. Then we got Campbell Arthur trying to force it up the sideboard where Molepsky's able to collect it. He's trying to get it up to Olsen, but that gets intercepted. Forest Lake takes it back into the Edina zone. They do a nice job of moving it from left to right. Goes into the corner. Forest Lake tries to send it out, but Ben London's there to interrupt that. And Campbell Arthur's back there to battle with them. Campbell doing a nice job making sure his bigger frame doesn't knock one of those little guys down. And Arthur sends it up to Ryan Olsen. Ryan Olsen's going to get it and chip it in, and then he's going to look for a change. This time the ref wasn't there to stop it. All right, Molepsky putting pressure on. Forest Lake sends it out where Rebstock collects it. He's going to chip it up the boards, trying to get it to Molepsky. That gets past Molepsky. Forest Lake resends it in. Solberg tried to intercept that. He's back checking on his player. Rebstock collects it, sends it to Solberg. Solberg chips it up to D'Angelo. D'Angelo's coming in the zone. He's got Chase Russ with him. Chase Russ is now going to forecheck. Forest Lake just trying to get off that pressure that Chase Russ was putting in, sends it all the way down the ice for an ice.
Come on, Solberg! Go, Russ!
All right. It's going to be the Gorski, Russ, Solberg line here with Shackelford and Rebstock.
Come on, pressure up, let's go!
Gorski wins it back to Rebstock. Rebstock's going to shoot it. That gets blocked by the Forest Lake player. Forest Lake player is able to advance it back to his own guy. Chase Russ, nice job on the back check there. He along with Gorski are, whoa. Forest Lake player just threw a nice elbow right into Russ. Forest Lake player thought that was a good play when he threw his shoulder and an elbow into Russ. All right, we're going to go on a power play here with Bame, London, Lemaitre. London collects that, puts it right on goal. Bame goes behind the goal, chips it out to Arthur. Arthur looking for Shackelford. Shackelford's going to step up, puts a nice shot on. Bame tipped that, and it just kind of carried him right past the goal to the right. All right, we got a couple of guys running Ben London over in the corner, but Bame didn't like that. He came in and made sure that Forest Lake knew there's going to be some consequences. Bame, nice job on the back check. He's able to get it back in the zone with Lemaitre and Shackelford. Now we got Ben London down with the forecheck again. Lemetry's helping out. Lemaitre picks it up out of the corner. He's trying to chip it over to Ben London. Here we got Campbell Arthur. He tries to send it out to Bame out front. That gets intercepted by Forest Lake. Bame's going to put a forecheck on. He intercepts that pass. He's going to turn back and shoot. Puts a nice shot low on the goal. Then we have Lemaitre just pushing it out to London, and that just got picked off by the Forest Lake player. Forest Lake chips it out. Shackelford's back to pick it up. They've got two guys putting pressure on Shackelford. Shackelford's going to send it up to Bame. Bame collects that. He's got Lemaitre with him, and he's got London up ahead. Bame sends it to London. Forest Lake player meets London over there and collects the puck. All right, so Bame steps in. Forest Lake player shoots it right on Bame. Bame collects that and tries to put it on net, but it goes wide left. Forest Lake now with a rush down to the other end. Got Solberg back checking. Got Shackelford making a nice play, tipping that out. Shackelford Bame was collecting that and just got away from him. Went down to the Forest Lake player. Forest Lake now trying to set this stretch pass up where they get a guy behind our defender. Forest Lake coming up, but there's 4 players there. Solberg's going to pick it up. He's going to, he tried to walk that. He tried to put it right through the Forest Lake player's feet. Forest Lake player did a nice job. Forest Lake player just put a nice check on D'Angelo behind the net there, but I think that's a year too early. All right, here's Chase Russ. He takes the puck. He throws it in. That'll be offside. Nice job by Chase getting back to pick that up. Just a fraction of a second early on sending it in. Had D'Angelo got checked behind the net there. That was this has been a tournament where we've seen a lot more physical play, but the Edina players have really kind of adapted to it pretty well. All right, so Ben London sends it. He collects that off the face-off. Ben London takes it in the corner. He's trying to send it out to Andy Olson. A Forest Lake player was able to chip it past Andy Olson there, but Brecka wins the race back. Now it's along the boards with Molepsky fighting with Forest Lake players. Brecka behind the net with it. He chips it up the boards to Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson chips it back to the defender. Ryan Olson, that's probably going to be ice. Yep. All right. 10:56 left in the third period. Shots are pretty even, 30-30. A lot of shots in this game. A lot of offense. 10:56, both teams at full strength. Going to have a face-off to Ryder Rose's right. Got Gorski, Bame, Lemaitre line out here with Shackelford and Campbell Arthur. Bame is battles it up the boards. He's able to chip it past where Lemaitre is there. There's a little puck protection by the Forest Lake defender, kind of knocking Lemaitre off to the side there. Forest Lake collects it behind their own net. Gorski's there putting pressure on. Bame comes along to help. Forest Lake's able to break out to the center. Got Campbell Arthur back to defend. Shackelford coming back to help. Campbell Arthur. Once again, there's another player that thought he was going to step around Campbell Arthur, and Campbell Arthur, they didn't realize that Campbell Arthur's long arms and long stick are still in play. Campbell did a really nice job redirecting that behind the net. All right, so we're going to have an icing here on Edina. 10:10 left in the third period. Edina up 4-1. This is the championship game in Roseau. All right, so we got D'Angelo, Solberg, Russ with Shackelford and Vareka. Ooh, whoa. Forest Lake player. Forest Lake players won that face-off, put a shot on net, and then there was a big pile-up out in front of the net where a Forest Lake player got hurt there. And one thing we've learned in this Roseau tournament, that if you go down and it looks like you're hurt, they're not going to blow the whistle right away. I know that Forest Lake coach looking for a penalty on the scrum out in front of the net there. Forest Lake, if they get in their ear, sometimes they get a makeup call. All right, so here's Shackelford in the corner battling with his guy. He's able to collect the puck. He tries to send it to Solberg. That gets redirected back into the corner. We got Shackelford and D'Angelo in there battling. Forest Lake dumps it in back behind the net. There's Shackelford. He wins it. He sends it around over for Solberg. Solberg is able to chip it past his guy. Solberg in a foot race. Forest Lake player tries to chip it up the boards, but Solberg picks that up. And then there's a hook on Forest Lake. There's just an all-out hustle play by Solberg, forcing that Forest Lake defender to have to tie him up in the corner there. And you know that's just Jason hustling and causing them to take a penalty. Nice job. All right, we got Bame, London, Lemaitre, Shackelford, Campbell Arthur. Shackelford does a nice job sending it over to Lemaitre. Lemaitre one-times it right up. The goalie makes a nice save. Lemaitre making a motion as if he kind of wanted a different spot. Here's Bame on the face-off. That goes back into the Forest Lake defenseman, and they take it around the net. Now they're going to try and get it out of the zone. Ben London do a nice job of checking there to keep it in the zone. Bame helps him. London's now down below the net there. He sends it out. That's picked up by Shackelford. Shackelford puts a nice shot on net to get with a big carom, and that came out to Lemaitre. Lemaitre got stick checked there. Ben London getting the business behind the net. Back out to Lemaitre. Lemaitre right off the post. All right, here we go. Here comes Campbell putting it right down on goal. Bame picks it up. He sends it over to London. London's going to chip it out to Arthur. Arthur tries to send it back to Shackelford, but that just comes off his stick. They leave the zone. Here's Shackelford to Lemaitre. Lemaitre stepping, trying to get it to London. Campbell Arthur's going to put the pressure on. He sends it around behind the Forest Lake net. Here comes Bame picking it up. Bame's got that along the boards. We've got 53 seconds left in this one-man advantage. Got two guys over there trying to tie Bame up. It comes around to Campbell Arthur. Campbell Arthur's going to send it back down to London. London's going to make sure he gets out of the way of that much bigger player. Bame comes over to let him know there's another big guy on the ice. All right, Lemaitre sends it down behind the net. There's Ben London getting checked from behind and nothing going on there. Bame's got to not get baited into a penalty here. He does a nice job of not overreacting there. All right, there's Shackelford, goes around two guys, getting ready to bring it into the zone low. Shackelford setting up there. He still controls the play, still skating around. Over to D'Angelo. D'Angelo kind of loses an edge and takes his guy down with him, and Forest Lake's going to get the penalty they were looking for a few minutes ago. All right, so D'Angelo's going to be in the box. 7:19 left in the third period. Shots are 31-31. Edina's up 4-1 in this championship game. All right, Forest Lake wins the draw back to the right defenseman. He sends it down to the right wing. Wing sends it back to the D. He shoots. Ryder Rose, as we've commented before, really dialed in today. You can see he's moving on his feet. We got Malevsky there on the faceoff. Forest Lake wins it back, sends it to their left D. He sends it down deep. Bareka in there to battle. Charlie Varecka doing a nice job along the boards, looking for a little bit of help. Forest Lake player, Ryan Olson almost had that. Okay, there's, All right, now we got a game. All right, Forest Lake gets their, scores a goal here. Shot came in, Charlie Repstock stopped it with his chest. When it came down, the rebound was too far away for Ryder to jump on it. Forest Lake player collects it, sends it in just to the left side of the net to Ryder Rose's right. 6:50 left in the third period, 4-2. Edina's still winning, but going to need to retake the momentum here. All right, Forest Lake entering the zone. Bame there to head that off. Shackelford collects, brings it down into the Forest Lake zone. Forest Lake player still trying to play the body there. Shackelford sends it to Bame. Bame puts it right on goal. Goalie makes a nice save and covers the rebound. All right, Shackelford back to Edina wins the draw, back to Shackelford. Shackelford cycles it down to Bame. Bame sends it around to Andy Olson. Andy Olson there collecting along the boards, getting pressured by two guys. He fights through that, gets it to Gorski. Gorski's going to send it down to Bame. That gets intercepted by Forest Lake. They try to get it out of the zone. Andy Olson keeps it in. Lemaitre chips it, tries to get it to Bame. Forest Lake intercepts that. Shackelford right on the blue line trying to send it in. That's okay. We'll take the face off, get some fresh legs out there. All right. D'Angelo at center, Russ at left, Solberg at right. Forest Lake sends it into the Edina zone. Charlie Varecka back there to collect, sends it to Solberg. Solberg chips it past his player. Russ is going to put pressure on the Forest Lake player, steals it, wins it, collects it again, collects his own rebound, shoots it, gets tripped in the corner, no call. All right, Chase Russ with a beautiful move there. Forest Lake trying to send it out. Andy Olson there to defend. Forest Lake's going to be off sides if they send it back in. They're back on sides. D'Angelo back checking here. Got to keep the feet moving, boys. Varecka over there to help out. Forest Lake sends it out. Chase Russ blocks that. Jason Solberg chasing it down, but the Forest Lake player gets there first. Okay. Forest Lake keeping the pressure on Edina with 5:04 left in this period. Varecka in the corner. Solberg coming out with it. He's got Russ wide, but he tries to chip it past the defender, but he's wise to that and picks it up. The Forest Lake player sends it in where Arthur picks it up. Arthur to D'Angelo, D'Angelo to Russ. Russ does a nice job of dumping it in where Jason Solberg's going to come with some speed. He uses some puck protection. Jason's going to keep the puck tied up along the boards until they get the full change. We got Malewski battling along the boards. Shackelford steps in to help him, but Malewski continues to control the play. Here's Shackelford along the side. Forest Lake's going to come out. They do a nice job of breaking out. Jason Solberg on the back check. Ben London there playing D. Solberg gets it out of the zone. Forest Lake's got to regroup at center ice. Forest Lake center looking for the puck. Chopping tomatoes there on the blue line. Okay, Forest Lake player makes a nice move coming out of the corner. Rebstock over there defending. Got two guys. Shackelford steps over to redirect that behind the net. Forest Lake sends it out to the point. Forest Lake sends it back down below the net. That gets picked up by Shackelford. Shackelford's looking for Olson. Forest Lake is able to keep it in the zone. Nope. Shackelford got it out. Olson tried to extend it further. Here we got London on the pressure. He chips it up to Malewski. Malewski's going to come with speed. He's going to go to the corner like Solberg did, keep it down low. There's Ben London on the back check. He's got to be getting tired here at some point. There's Ryan Olson helping on the back check. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in this period. Here's Charlie Varecka. He's going to pick it up. He sends it to Olson. It's out of the zone. Forest Lake will have to regroup and get their guys on side. Forest Lake is going to come back in the zone. Charlie Varecka there to play it. There's another. Forest Lake making a game of it here. 2:54 left in the third period. All right, we're going to get a timeout, Edina here. So the shots are 36 for Forest Lake, 33 for Edina, 2:54 left. Edina's been playing a nice game, but it's been pretty even back and forth. Edina needs to, they got a 1-goal lead. They're going to face a pulled goalie here at some point. They're going to have to, coach start talking to them about getting it deep, playing in their end. They're getting a good talking to over there. I think maybe they're seeing maybe just a couple of too many individual efforts here. Maybe losing their discipline a little bit. All right. Edina's up 4-3 with 2:54 left in the third period. Shots are 33 Edina, 36 for Forest Lake. Forest Lake's got to be feeling good about how this is going right now. We can expect a big push by them. All right, here we go. Looks like we're going to come with going to start with the Bain-Gorski-Lemetry line. So Edina controls that, but then loses it to Forest Lake. That's going to be icing. That's going to be icing. 2:46 left here in this third period. Again, we got the Gorski at center, Bain at right, Lemetry at left, Shackelford and Arthur on D. Looks like we'll be coming with the Solberg, Russ, D'Angelo line after this. All right, we got Gorski behind the net. We got Bain back there battling. We got Gorski trying to get it out to the point. Bain throws it back behind Forest Lake net. We got Lemetry battling back there. All right, here Forest Lake's going to make a breakout here. They're coming with speed. Campbell Arthur back there to defend. He does a nice job chasing the guy out to the far side. They take it behind the net. Campbell Arthur steps up, and Gorski was putting pressure on back there. Here's Lemetry, chips it past the Forest Lake player. Oh! Got a Forest Lake player staying low by the net. We got to watch him. All right, Shackelford over to. That stays in. That's not offsides. Guys are getting tired. Oh boy, that just got past the right post there. It's getting a little. We need a little discipline here. Bain wants to get it out of the zone. He's trying to send it out. Wow, Forest Lake still keeps it in. We got 1:32 left here. Got Shackelford back going to collect it. Forest Lake player gets it. Got Gorski out there. They try to do a sauce pass. They get it out to the point. They're going to come with the sixth skater. There it is, all the way down the ice. That'll be icing. 1:16 left, but we're going to bring out Solberg, Russ, D'Angelo, Varecka, and Rebstock out here. There's going to be a face-off just to Ryder Rose's right. All right, Forest Lake's going to take a timeout. I think they want to get that same line out here, give them a chance to rest. 1:16 left here. Got a little bit of a nail biter.
Everyone's watching.
All right.
Get it deep and hold it there. Talk to Solberg. Yeah. Put it in his feet. And Owen stand behind him.
All right. Minute 16 left here, Craig. Are you getting your money's worth? All right, so we're going to be just to the right of Ryder Rose. We've got D'Angelo, Solberg, and Chase Russ out there on the forward line. D'Angelo does a nice job of controlling it, pulls it back to Varecka. Varecka tries to get it up to Solberg. It's back. Forest Lake player is able to send that back in. They send it right through the crease. Varecka chips it out. Oh, wow, there's Charlie Rebstock blocking another shot. Took that right in the thigh pad. Another one run to Rebstock. There's Varecka knocking it out of his guys. Forest Lake doing a nice job of keeping the zone. This is out to Solberg. Solberg chips it out of the zone. Solberg trying to get it in the Forest Lake open net. Russ goes behind the net to collect it. Russ is back there battling with his guy. Got 36 seconds left. Russ doing a nice job of staying behind the net. Needs to keep it in their end down there. Here comes Forest Lake trying to break out with 27 seconds left. They had man it up the left side to Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt in the corner with Varecka. That gets intercepted by, Forest Lake gets it, but Charlie Rebstock sends it, and Charlie Varecka sends it down with 14 seconds left. A little early on that whistle, but 13 seconds here. We're going to send Bame, Gorski, and we're going to pull off Solberg. We're going to got Andy Olson and Shackelford out there. And who's our? We're a guy short. Yeah, we got to get Lemaitre out there. He's coming. Here's Lemaitre now battling along the boards. Just get it out of the zone, and that should do it. 4 seconds left here. Put a little pressure on him. 3, 0, 1. Hey! Congratulations, Edina. Way to hang on. 4-3 win here at Roseau. Great job. Great job by everybody. Everybody really congratulating Roddy Rose out there. He had such a great tournament, and today put a cherry on top of the Sunday with the performance he did today. Ryder, congratulations. Great job. You were really dialed in. Look forward to seeing more of that as we go through the year. Boy, the boys really played well, Craig. They really kind of came along, really seeing them work together as a team with the passing, the give and go. And also they got a little matured up here. The game was a little rougher up here, and they seem to adapt to it really well. Well, we'll see you next weekend, and Steve London will be back on the call, so we look forward to that.
congratulations to our boys.